I used to look down from the hill. I used to look down at Item Market. All the time, jam. A lot of tourists there. People are like ants, They just go round, running round, up, down, but they don't know what they are doing. And I thought that, well, I shouldn't be just up here cultivating and saving myself. There are people who are suffering down there. I need to go down and help. So I read a magazine about palliative care, and I thought, wow, this is what I want to do. When I first started, people were very skeptical that I could make it a success because they said, well, I'm a nobody, I don't know people and I don't have funds. How am I going to get this going? And I have some people with this reaction, going to do for dying? I'd rather support the children. It's much better, they have a future. But I didn't give up. I'm Jalan Shih, in English known as Venerable Lyan Shih. I'm 83 years old. I was a nurse before. I've been a Buddhist my whole life. But the thing is, that time I had no clear understanding of Buddhism. So it was later when I read the books realized that, well, Buddhism is not just praying to the Buddhas, It's much more than that. It's a way of life. We are actually in a sea of suffering and that we have to get out this cycle of suffering. And that's why I decided to leave nursing and go and cultivate. And then 1992, I left the home life. I became a nun. I told you I was a nurse before, so even as a nun, I still used to go to hospital, make rounds like that. When I came to this cancer ward, I have patients who approach me. So doctor said nothing more can be done for you. Go home now. So where am I going to go? No place to go. Then I have friends also approaching me. My relative going to die, my father going to die. I don't know how to take care of him. So that also sort of sowed a seed in me that said, I should find a place where these people can come and die, have peace of mind. So Hospice started on the 1st of July, 2001. I've been a nun for 30 years, and this hospice is 21 years. I live here itself in this Pulau Lotus Hospice Compassion. It's a place where people that are sick and suffering will find solace, where the dying will have peace of mind, and the poor are not denied care. Okay, here, what we do is we do not shorten death, neither do we prolong. I take in all cancer patients for this hospice, and they are the very last stage of life. I cannot cure them of their cancer, but the hope I can give them is that they have a peaceful death, and then they go to Amitabha or Amitabha Buddha's Pure Land. Once you go to Pure Land, you are out of this wheel of life or this sea of suffering. I do see this beautiful death, peaceful death in my patients, and that's why I'm encouraged to go on. We had a case, he was from Myanmar. So I brought him here, and then at that time, he was bedridden. He could not speak, and so we nursed him, looked after him, and then eventually he could speak. Oh, we were so happy when the first time he could open up and call us, but of course he missed his wife and children. So, but the wife cannot afford to come because it takes so much money to come. So we arranged for her to come for one day to be with him. So he was very happy. The children were very happy, climbed over him and all that. So, it's so satisfying to see that we all feel that all of us here. It's very important at this last stage of life. They're not just waiting to die. We want to give them quality of life. We not only care for you until you die, but we let you live until you die. So here we give free care, and we take in all regardless of race, religion. Full bedded will be 20, plus we have a single room, so 20 plus 1. By the time they come to us, they're normally they're immobile. So we have to do actually intensive labor nursing for them. For this, I need a lot of nurses. It is quite costly because the staff, and then of course utility also is a lot. So monthly it comes about 120,000 average. So a year it will be about 1.4 million plus. After we work quite a number of years, and people do see the work we do, they appreciate it, and the patients especially are very appreciative. And then they see the care that we give here, and they are the ones who go out and spread to the public. And that's how the public have come to support us so well.
他很慈悲呀，很慈悲，很照顾我们的病人，每天都有来看我们啊。
师父 take patient care to be the number one. Everybody take care of patient with devotion, care, compassion. They are very gentle and full of love. It's a small community of love.
I work here every day. For my part, I will do the spiritual care, the emotional care of the patients. So for here, not only to the patients, I get involved with the relatives a lot to talk to them about the dying process. A lot of people dare not talk about death because of the superstition regarding death, that when you talk about death, it will bring you bad luck and things like that. So accept it when it comes, but be prepared for it. Don't suddenly, you face death and you don't know what to do. That will be quite pitiful. This is one of the things that saddens me very much. First of all, they have a lot of these social problems, these patients who come. It's not just medical problem of cancer. There was one case I can remember very starkly, because you see what happened, he actually hurt the wife very much. When the wife went away, the wife found out she was pregnant. At his deathbed now, he realized and he says, I want to see a daughter, and it happened to be a daughter whom I've never seen. So I call on behalf of him. And the wife also refused, saying, no, he hurt me so much, After a lot of persuasion, after a number of days, finally she came, but it was too late. He passed away. When she arrived, he already died, just about 1 hour ago, like that. The daughter came along. The daughter cried. That was a very sad time for me to see that. That's why sometimes when I have to intervene and call other families or members to come, I say, don't let it be too late. You regret for the rest of your life.
师父做的很对，因为我们每次70%都是单身的，我们所以我会留到今天，就是听到他们patient讲咯。At least 我死的时候，我知道有人跟我处理一切。
I had nowhere to go, and I was very desperate, and no one to help me. Being home alone, I was then taken in by this place. So I'm eternally grateful.
The core of the Buddha's teaching is compassion. I've got people, Dhamma brothers, sisters, who feel that I should be cultivating and not spending my work doing this work. But I feel differently. I feel this is also part of cultivation. We cannot just be saying, oh yeah, pity, pitiful, compassion. We put it into action. So here is mainly for the cancer patients who come in at the end of life. I'm not expanding what I call a lighthouse there. So we are now attending to the depressed, the OKU, and we also giving food to the needy. We do give some welfare aid also. And I'm hoping to do a skill training for the OKU by letting them learn some bakery, cooking, and if they can go and sell that or even run a small cafeteria. That's planned for the future. Now this is all under Pure Lotus Hospice Compassion. I have another organization, Pure Lotus Cancer Foundation. Now this Cancer Foundation, its main job is mainly to support the hospice. I'm a nun. I'm not a paid worker, So this is my mission, this is my love, I like to do this, I'm 83, I don't know how long more I can go on. If as long as I have life, as long as I have health, of course, I'll continue to do to the end of life.